This is BCC episode 14, launching a new product. Last night, I finally pulled the trigger on putting together a new product for Craftsman Creative. All year, I've been trying to crack an all-inclusive business training course program thingy. Essentially, how to create a successful creative business. I've had the idea up on the Craftsman Creative site since March, and not a single person has pre-ordered. Obviously, if you look at the way it's set up, I priced it at $997. It's not a very built-out landing page. There's not a lot of content on there. But, I knew the value I was going to deliver with this product. So there's an inherent problem in that statement. So if you listen back, see if you can find it. Over the last few months, I've talked about this idea with a number of friends in creative industries while building my other business, Benchmark. These conversations were made for a podcast to promote the app, but I'd always take a few minutes after ending the recording to ask about this idea I had. Through those conversations, my assumptions turned into insights, and I started to see what people really needed and wanted and how I could help. I was debating when and how to launch this thing. When was I going to have time to build it? What if I build it and nobody wants it like before? Underlying those questions, what if I fail? But then, the perfect moment of serendipity. During the launch of The Durable Business this week, the dudes over at Tiny Little Businesses shared something that I've known about for a long time, but had forgotten. The importance of validating your ideas. I'd been thinking all backwards. I was starting with an idea and then immediately jumped to how can I scale and optimize this thing while simultaneously building it out. Hear how that sounds? It's a bit backwards and crazy, right? Rather, the way people do this process successfully is like this. First you discover, then you validate, then you build, and then you scale and optimize. I was all out of order. Thanks to the timing of all this, I was able to reset and think about the idea, the discovery phase, the audience I was seeking to serve, and ways to validate it rather than build it. That led to a late-night, post-Thanksgiving work session that I documented in detail over on my Twitter profile. It felt a little like Mark Zuckerberg in that scene from The Social Network where he's building and coding and drinking and writing all in real time, but I digress. My hope is that by doing things in the right order, I can save myself from the fear of failure and validate this idea before building the product that nobody actually wants. So, what's the product? Well, think of it as a product/service super combo, a way to get coaching, community, accountability, and actionable information on how to build a resilient, creative business. Meaning, your business makes enough to pay you what you want. You have control over when and how and what and who and why you work. You upgrade your revenue, your clients, your work-life balance, and your mastery of how your business operates. And most importantly, because it's built right in, it can withstand any shifts in the economy, your industry, your clients, or your audience. That resiliency means you're building for the long-term success of you and your work and your business. You're not just building for a quick flash in the pan that can be wiped out overnight. So what does this look like exactly? A 12-month interactive program to help you build the creative business you've always wanted. Monthly training on how to grow your business in a systematic way. First, by building the foundation and then adding one building block at a time. Also, a community of companions on the path. Those taking the same journey that you're taking. You're not alone in this, and a community helps you remember that. There's going to be a private email list only for those who are on this journey together, and a private podcast feed if you'd rather listen to the training instead. There will be monthly interactive live video calls to get the community together, but also to reinforce what we've learned this month and to help those who are struggling with the current workload. Also, and maybe lastly, there's weekly accountability. And it's important to show up and keep your commitments, and the program will hold you to that. All of this is in order to get you the results you've been working so hard for in your career. Control over the results in your business, overcoming the fear of failure and the resistance to doing the work, clarity for how to build a business that works, and freedom to have the life you've wanted for yourself and your family. Now for the offer. Remember, I'm testing and validating this idea rather than building it first. So I created a minimum viable sales page just to see how everything goes. Again, you can check out my Twitter thread to see how that all came together in real time. You can go now to build.craftsmancreative.co and sign up for free. If you're not ready to buy, then you sign up for free to get the email, and that will notify you when I do a trial month of training just to see how this goes and get some feedback. That's if you're not, if enough people buy, then I'll do that. And if, this weekend is a complete flop, then, move on to the next idea, I guess, right? So if you are ready to build your own resilient business, then go and sign up. You can, I'm limiting the pre-orders to 20 people and have set the price at 90% off for this weekend only to make it as easy a decision as possible for my friends and email subscribers. So here's to an awesome rest of the year and an even better 2021. I'm excited to see how this goes and to see how this validation plays out. So again, go to build.craftsmancreative.co and, sign up. Let me know that it's something that you're interested in. Let me know it's something you want by ordering and signing up, and we'll see how it goes from there. We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening.